Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday night, and we're here to talk about all things World Powerhouse Wrestling. Your hosts, executive producer Jason Halbert, World Powerhouse Wrestling head referee Sherman Tank. This is Shane Jones, and we're bringing to you Beyond the Curtain.
And welcome, everyone. Welcome back. I mean, it's been a while since we've had a chance to do one of these newfangled shows. I mean, welcome, everyone. Hey, glad Tank could show up. Can't hear you, Tank. I don't necessarily know if that's a bad thing. And Shane, you're muted too, you moron. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, I'm the only one that has, enough common sense to know, hey, well, let me click on stuff to make sure it works.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm glad that, unfortunately we can hear Tank now.
Shut up.
At least he comes to work on time,
I wouldn't go. And he's playing video games. What are you doing? And he doesn't have his teeth in. I swear to God.
You missed that part of the chat, apparently. There is a reason for that. But I apologize for my late arrival. I did have some business that I had to handle.
We don't need to know about what you were doing with the Vaseline in the bathroom.
Are we? Oh, damn, we're just getting started early.
Anyway, hey, welcome, everyone. I am your host, executive producer, true voice of WPW, and the world's the greatest manager in WPW history, the one, the only, Jason Albert. Thank you. Oh, man, they are on fire tonight. Listen, they're drowning me out. I can't even hear myself.
I wish we couldn't hear you.
Zip it. Joined by my partners in crime.
Mama liked to party when you were in her belly. That's why you are dumb.
I hate you so damn much. Every time I forget about. Oh, I'm excited. Hold on. Head referee Sherman Tank. I'm excited.
And we can stop there. And the third leg of the tripod. You ready? I think we may have settled on one.
I'm really excited.
And this is why he's excited, because I told him what it was.
We figured this out on the way to Houston.
Ready?
Uh-oh.
Jackass.
Yes!
Play that again. I didn't even hear it.
Jackass. Price check on a jackass.
It's from
Gotcha.
the infamous supermarket brawl.
Gotcha. Well, anyway, President of Business Operations, Shane Jones here.
That's what I expect.
I kind of wish there was a way to make that a little slower. I didn't realize he ever said that fast.
Yeah, it was the first time I played it over loudspeaker, so I didn't know what it was going to sound like, and I might tweak it. You know what? Let's go with this one.
Fair enough. I'm going to go ahead and write you a prescription for 2 testicles, and you feel free to get this filled out whenever you want.
I do like that one, too.
I would be insulted if that wasn't one of my favorite shows of all time.
I don't know what show that is.
Scrubs.
Oh.
I think I've watched a little bit of an episode, and then I went and was Google searching ignorance.
There's a fine.
Woo! We're already there.
Yep. I was searching for ignorant things I could say on the podcast, and that was just one of them. I'm like, that works. Whatever. Why not?
Already
it fits you well. It fits you well. What can
Already
I say?
with the warnings.
Whatever. Anyway, are you sure we're live? Because no one's said anything in the chat. I mean,
I know. Hello out there. We got people on.
We're live. I can see us.
Yeah, there's some viewers on there. They're just not real talkative tonight, guys. Get in the comments. We'll put your comments up on the page. We are working on some new features for the podcast.
We are.
We're probably scared of what's about to happen.
Very much so. Anyway,
let that go.
one of the new features we are working on to be the ability to call into the podcast. We haven't quite perfected it yet, but we're getting there.
Yep. Hopefully, if the next time we do one of these shows, whenever that's going to be, hopefully that will be working, and we will have it, and we will get the number out as soon as we can.
Good
But
Lord.
we're just when you don't show up on time, I'm going to send you 50 text messages with the push of one button.
I was wondering why I had like 9 million messages. I was like, is my family okay? Good God.
No, we're not.
no, we're not. You're not wrong. You're not
Now,
wrong.
speaking of scheduling for the podcast, we're looking at cutting a number of episodes down, going something like every other week, a couple times a month, something like that.
And that's just partially because I can't stand Tank.
The feeling is mutual.
I mean, me and Shane talked about this, and I think we're both about at our Tank level.
Now, I think I appreciate Tank. You know,
there it is. He's just happy I didn't put a hole in a wall.
oh boy, it's starting already. It's getting deep in here.
Yes. That is. You know what? Let's see here. We'll go that one.
That's what she said.
I feel like at the flea market we should have bought him a pair of wading boots for all the BS he spews.
Whatever. You're just jealous because I have all my teeth and they're natural, and I have indoor plumbing. I've had indoor plumbing my entire life.
I have. Damn it! I can't actually argue that particular last one. I wanted to argue that. I'm like, wait, that actually, if I vaguely remember, there was a small time that I did not have that. So, you, Halbert.
That was just honestly a guess. I'm just gonna throw it out there because you're a backwoods hick. So I mean,
There was like
were in my favor. Were the odds not in my favor with that, Shane?
There was like, I think there was a good like 2 months, and I remember this. I was like 7. And the place we had moved into was not the best, but we ended up having to replace a bunch of stuff in there for a little while.
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
Was that still playing?
Yeah, that was still playing.
Jeez.
I didn't think with it being. I was just trying to cue it up. I didn't think with it being.
I was very
up that,
confused. All I heard was like a weird sensual music.
Now that's for a little bit later once we get into the discussion about the
baby.
wonderful AIWF trip that we took.
Yeah, about that. Let me tell you.
How?
Rodney, what's going on, man?
Oh, hold on. I feel like I need to do this rather than what I was going to do.
What is he doing? Oh God, Tank is typing. That's not a bad question.
He's already masked up, waiting for it.
I mean, dude, if I had that kind of explosion, I'd be able to settle a lot of disputes.
I'm just saying. I saw I saw somewhere. They were looking for. I don't remember what it was. They needed help back down in Houston again, like week after we left, or.
What?
I don't remember what it was, but all I thought was,
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Oh man!
No! No!
I gotta edit that one a little bit.
About 2 weeks ago, we went to Houston to represent WPW at an AIWF showcase event. It was supposed to be a Friday, Saturday showcase.
Mm-hmm.
How was your trip, Halbert?
It was yeah.
How were those accommodations?
I'm not entirely sure what the hell happened. All I know is all my travel arrangements and my bookings ended up being not what I thought they were going to be.
Well, wait a second. We did a little documentary on the trip.
Yeah,
we did.
And that was what you were starting to hear there. And I just want to go ahead before we get too much into it. Let's do the first part. It's a 4-part series. And
4 parts.
We named it Halbert Does Houston.
14 hours. 14 hours here. I booked a freaking airplane, a flight down here. I'm stuck in this van with these idiots. What? I don't even understand how this happened. What are you doing? What? Oh my God. If this is what I got for first step, I better check on it. Get off of me, you idiot.
Oh, I wonder who that is. Oh, hey, boss man. Yeah, I know. Man, I appreciate this room. It is top notch. Air is cold. Everything is great. This room is just number one. Appreciate the reservation. Oh, hold on, boss man. Hold on. I got a room service here. I got to go get my room service. So I will see you at the show. What? No, I got room service. I'll see you at the show. All right, talk later. Man. Oh, thank you. That $100 tip, put that on the card. Yeah, Howard, Jason Howard. He'll take good care of you. That's my money, man. Good job. Have a good day. Man, what a great boss.
Well, it's on my credit card. Dale, do not order room service. What that? Oh, he hung up. He hung up. Why is he stuck in my what is going on?
Amigo, what? Can you please quiet down? I am trying to sleep.
Oh my God, are you kidding? And I don't even have my luggage down here. What in the hell? My luggage is gonna get here 3 days after I leave. I don't have anything to wear. What? Oh my God. What?
Here, amigo, you can have one of my shirts.
Oh God, it smells like guacamole and refried beans. Oh.
So about that trip, Albert.
Yeah. So
you make a comfy pillow. I gotta be honest.
You are lucky you survived that drive.
Hey, Jason.
What
happened to your accommodations? How did that get messed up?
I have a suspicion.
Could it be somebody who had access to the office, an intern maybe?
Yeah.
Could it be your former assistant CEO?
Assistant to the.
See, I believe what you should just replace that word, like those two words with, are karma.
But anyway, somebody,
yeah.
as you can see on the video, somebody really did have a good time on that trip, and he's your bodyguard, your enforcement person, and
my head of security.
Your head of security. And well, why don't we ask him how his trip was? Everybody, welcome Dale Winchester. Dale.
Hey.
So we just saw the video there. How was your trip to Houston?
Oh, it wasn't bad at all. I'm glad I wasn't in that van.
Did you get that flight down there?
Oh yeah, for back and forth flight, round trip.
First class?
Well, it's first class as it gets, but the two blondes sitting next to me on the plane was a plus.
That was supposed to be Halbert's seat.
Well, they'd probably, yeah.
Yeah, not overly thrilled about that.
Well,
how was the room service?
Very good.
Yeah,
ordering alcohol, steak.
Did you pay for that or?
Oh, I had a company card.
No. You didn't have a company card.
Oh no. My company, my boss. Oh.
You had Halbert's card.
Yeah. That's my boss. That's my company.
I saw the $100 tip you put on there. That's quite generous of you.
Well, that was only one. If you'd have seen the girl who brought it up, you'd have seen why.
So how many tips did you leave on the card?
At least 3.
Were they all at least $100?
Well, one was less, one was more.
I respect this. You know what?
Was that all room service, or was that out and about in Houston?
Well, that was just the room service part I used the card on. There was more out and about in Houston I used it on.
All right. Well, we'll kind of get to some of that. So, obviously,
by the way, I'm expensing all that to the company, so we're way under budget on the show, so we're okay.
No,
I looked at the figures. we're airing it on the show. It's a business expense at this point.
We
yeah.
we denied that. So
Nah.
sorry about that.
The funny thing is, it was my WPW corporate card that I still had. So I mean, really, I don't care. It's going to go to the company anyway. But
why did they shut that off? Whose misguided was that?
Anyway, despite Halbert not having the travel accommodations that he wanted, and we've got a few other examples, but we'll get to that as we go. We get to Houston, and Friday is supposed to be the first part of the Fantastic Showcase event. And some of these have gone off really, really well. I know a couple weeks earlier in Kansas City, there was one featuring a friend of our show, Brutal Bob Evans. They had a great crowd, great turnout, just wonderful event. We were expecting the city of Houston. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? At least that's what we were told.
Oh, I can tell you firsthand, that's not entirely true, because judging by the looks of some of these people, their family trees, they weren't that big, and most of them didn't fork, if you know what I mean, just straight down.
Well, then.
Wow. Well, first of all, the Houston Premier Arena, which is our host for this event.
What a name.
Was not exactly in what you would call downtown Houston. Wasn't by Minute Maid Park, wasn't.
No,
it was a little further south.
You could say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's still
probably
technically within city boundaries.
We got
kind
to
of.
cross the railroad tracks.
It's like going to
6 times.
North County and you're still in St. Louis, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I might have felt safer up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually,
So,
yeah.
as the directions got us closer and closer to the arena. First of all, Premier may not be the best name to put on this place. Arena might not be the best name to put on this place.
If we want to call that Premier, the tank I took in my bathroom before I came down, that was Premier according to these guys. Then
I'm just like, the only honest word on that entire thing was Houston.
And that's pushing it.
And that was pushing it because that was South Houston.
I mean, yeah.
Let's put it this way. Where we were located, an interpreter would have been helpful.
Yes.
As the directions brought us to the venue, it said turn right, and there was no road to turn right. The only thing we could see was a back alley with some very suspicious characters keeping lookout on it.
Potentially conducting business.
Potentially. I don't want to make statements I don't know to be true, but
potentially.
Along this alley were some burnt out buildings. Tell me if I'm exaggerating.
Nope.
Hold on. I'm working on something here.
Oh, God.
You guys talk. Hold on. Give me a second.
All right.
Here.
There were some burned out buildings, some broken down vehicles, some junked out vehicles. And at the very end of this alley was a garage.
I don't even think I'd go that far.
Is that fair?
I'd go...
A 10 building was down.
Yeah,
a 10 building. I'd say garage. It had a garage door that would open up.
I guess that's fair.
And a vinyl sign that said Houston Premier Arena.
Was it vinyl?
I think it was vinyl, yeah. I think they spent some money on that.
that would be the only thing they spent money on.
Yeah, well, they had some nice posters inside.
They had the AC.
Yeah, well, eventually the AC got turned on. You had a venue there that at capacity could maybe hold 100 people. Maybe I think that's standing room.
Quarter is what I thought we came up with.
Yeah,
or was that pushing
I'm not certain. I'm not certain there were 100 seats in the venue.
Okay, fair enough.
And it was on the back side of some sort of club. So while the event was going on, the club next door was playing music the entire time, while people out front were telling us to turn the music down.
Yes.
At least three times.
Yes, at least 3 times. And then so you did have representatives from all over the country show up. We met people from Louisiana, Colorado, several parts of
Utah.
Texas. What's that?
Utah.
So talent did come in from all over the country, and I think they were equally unimpressed with
Okay.
the accommodations.
So I'm going to try to do something here that we haven't done yet.
Okay.
And I'm getting a major echo, and I think it's coming from Dale.
I don't know.
But I'm
getting it
hearing
too.
from all of us. So, okay. Here's what I want to do.
I'm getting it too.
Okay, y'all see me? Let's see here. We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna hit this button. Can you make my picture bigger?
Yeah, I can add it.
Oh, you found the actual Google Earth.
Yes.
All right.
Because this is so ridiculous where we were, I pulled it up to show everyone how ridiculous this really is. So this was the road right here we were on. It said turn right. So we're like, where the hell are we turning right at? So we circled the block again. And this was the area right here where those two gentlemen were.
I think if you look close enough, they may still be there in that picture.
Like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
So
That's
this
what
is,
we're calling them from now on, by the way.
yes.
Chance
So-
Alabama.
So as we go, this is the
There's the burned out
alley.
building.
Hold
There's-
on. You're forgetting, right? I know you can't see it, but bring your mouse down, Halbert. Right about where your little hover thing is standing, there was like a yellow sign that said, and I quote, dead end.
Oh, that's down here a little bit. You can actually see that from the street view.
Oh,
Or it's just
okay.
that- it's about right here. So here's the burnt out building, or I don't know that it was burnt out,
I would
but
say
there was
abandoned.
a metal building missing part of the roof, and it was collapsing on itself. And then see, let's count. Shall we count? 1, 2, 3 abandoned buses, and these were the chartered buses. These are the nice. Oh, sorry, 4. There was one right there too. Yeah,
Inside the building.
yeah. And I thought for sure they were going to say, gentlemen, that's our dressing room. I was going to be like, oh my God.
I was waiting for that.
And this right here is the I can't even call it arena, but this,
If you
Now,
zoom in closely,
I would say that's not even all of it. I would say probably only about half of that building.
yeah.
I'd say the back half of that was the club that was playing the music that you could hear throughout
I
the entire
don't-
venue.
I don't think so, man. I think this was the whole venue.
No.
But this little club right here, I think,
Oh,
or
that
whatever it
could
was,
be.
I think that was the club or whoever it was.
That
'cause
could be. You did
remember-
have part of the venue sectioned off for locker room.
Yes, and that
Oh, I
was
guess
a
it's
large
true.
section of the building.
That is fair.
So,
So if you zoom in, I don't know if you can see it. If you could look at,
I'm zoomed in as far as I can get.
there's the walkway. Do we care to talk about the walkway? That was made of pallets.
The pallet entranceway.
That Dale broke one of. I feel as a parting gift.
Yeah. So we come down this little, and then we thought we were gonna die until we saw
Other people.
We hoped were wrestlers, which I mean I didn't lead the way. Someone led the way, and it wasn't me. But we found out, okay, we're in the right place.
I believe that was Savage. We threw Savage and was like, "Good luck."
No. I think we threw Shane at him.
Oh no, you're right. We
I
were
went
like,
first.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah, we let
theoretically bite any bullet that was going to come our way with that.
literally and
no.
figuratively at this particular point.
Yeah.
Hang on. Give me a second here because I do have a photo journal of these pictures here. So hold on. Give me a second while I find them.
Oh,
So-
boy.
So yeah, the best part of this event was the ring, the wrestlers that got in the ring. Now, rings are not necessarily known. You know, people have this misconception that wrestling rings are like giant trampolines, and we've all seen the pictures of the wooden floors and what they're actually consisting of. I'm not so certain that this one had a wooden floor, more of a concrete floor.
Yeah.
Tank, you refereed in there. It didn't seem
Oh.
that there was much.
There was no give. There was almost no give to that, actually. And I
No.
remember the first time I got in there and I dropped down to count, like I thought I broke my knee. Like legit thought I broke my knee. And it was I mean, I don't know what kind of ring they used, but it wasn't fun.
It was very, very, and I don't drop down to my knees like Tank does. Ha ha ha. But I will tell you, getting in that ring was, it was not fun whatsoever. And I can only imagine that taking a bump in this ring was not fun at all.
Yeah, getting knocked on your back, I think definitely was going to hurt in that.
I'm fairly certain that the floor had more give.
Yeah,
probably.
Well, so all things as they are, if the show goes on, at least the wrestlers can perform in front of a sellout crowd because it's a showcase event, and they can make some money selling merchandise and all of that. Except,
okay, here we go.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to the crowd here, let's add this back. So what do you have here?
So
Narrate
this is
for us.
This is the venue.
Uh-huh.
This is the abandoned parking lot.
Uh-huh.
Where we almost died.
Accurate. That's the building.
This is the building with the buses and the broken out windows.
Exactly.
This is the front of the arena.
I told you they had a final sign.
Now hold on.
And right there, and I think there's another picture I had that shows it pretty good. There's their walkway made out of
plywood or
pallets. There we go. There's a picture of it.
That door also looks like it belonged on a meat freezer, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything real inviting about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but like I said, all things could be forgiven if the place is packed with people and the wrestlers get to make some money and get their name out.
Mm-hmm.
I would say there was a capacity of probably 8 people paid.
6.
We figured that up to 6.
No.
2 more came in.
Yeah, we counted. We were up to maybe 10 tops.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I thought we final tally was double digits, but just barely.
Yeah. So when it's all said and done, there was no one in the crowd.
No,
hardly.
10.
No merchandise was sold.
No.
Oh, there was one.
That's not true. That's not true.
Magnifico did manage to move a mask.
That's true. Jose El Magnifico did sell a mask.
A mask.
A
Uno mask.
So I would say, as a successful venture, I don't think it worked out very well.
No,
no.
Enough so that as a collective, we made the decision not to go back the second night, for more of the same. I just didn't see, and I think most people agreed with me, the location of the venue, how it was ever going to draw.
I mean, I was
anyone.
scared for my life in that area.
You want to know the irony here? And I just realized this.
Is that I had Savage there and I was still terrified? And
we were all terrified, and Savage was there. Like, even I was like, I'm more scared of the people outside than I am of that guy, which is saying something. But here we were thinking we were going to die. And do you realize I got shot in the hotel as opposed to getting shot at the arena?
Well, we'll get to that.
Think about that for a second.
We'll get to that part here in a minute, because we still had a whole other day in Houston that we had to spend. We'd already paid for accommodations, and we weren't just going to pack up and drive 14 hours back.
First off, there's I due to legality and stuff, I can't really give too many details. All I can tell you is Shrapnel, he is probably the toughest guy I know. I mean, he beat the crap out of 3 guys with one hand. So, and I don't mean Shrapnel only used one hand. I mean, he beat up 3 guys that each of them only had one hand. But there's also I'm trying to skirt around the legality of this. It involved stairs, a pretty hard fall, multiple guys, and then Shrapnel had to have a handler to make sure no one else got hurt the rest of the night.
Pound for pound, he's probably the toughest individual I've ever met.
I mean, Shrapnel is, I hear when Shrapnel was born, The doctor didn't spank him. He spanked the doctor. I'm telling you, Shrapnel, you got to look out for him. He's like a slightly annoying chihuahua.
Yeah, he's a little unhinged. So, are we ready for another episode of Halbert Does Houston?
Sure, why not?
Slightly annoying chihuahua.
Can't believe it. Not only do I have to ride up here with those idiots, but someone shipped my luggage down here, and it's not going to be here in time. What am I supposed to wear around down here? Look, no, I don't think. What else we got? These tires? I mean, where are we at?
Ooh, nice leather jacket.
Oh my God, no! What? Oh!
But boss,
What?
I mean, what,
Why don't you wear that? There's a dress for you. Why don't you put that on?
my luggage made it.
Oh my God! I'm gonna fire it. You kill that Wapo.
Yeah.
So, what else are you going to do with a day that you have to spend in a city that you don't know? You
Or
go
like.
down, or starting to not like. You go down to a flea market, and not
No.
just any flea market, but a flea market even farther in the southern part of Houston than you were originally in.
We were in a
Mexican flea market, a
legitimate
Mexican
Mexican flea market. Yeah, that was markets. We actually hit
Markets.
We hit two of them, didn't we?
It
something
may
like
have been more than that. They were just all interconnected. I will say this: fantastic food.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God!
that was the first time I've had an authentic churro, and
Horchata.
that was good. Yes.
Oh,
So the horchata is, for those of you that don't know what it is, go pour yourself a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, eat the cereal, but you got to let it soak for a little bit. So maybe it's a little soggy, maybe not, and then drink the milk. That's what horchata is.
oh, it's
Basically, it tastes like
damn
Cinnamon
delicious.
Toast Crunch milk. It was
I
delicious.
drank two of them in the middle of 100-degree day.
It was like 80. Shut up.
It was hot. It was hot.
It was not that hot.
It was hot.
At least you had clothes to change into, you son of a.
But you know,
I mean,
here's the thing: they had such great items at this flea market. I mean, name brand everything.
Slionic the Hedgehog.
VJ.
VJ.
That is the name of the doll. Instead of JJ, it was VJ, the doll that I bought my daughter. The little.
Did you check it for drugs?
I probably should have. She hasn't
I mean-
slept well since I came back from Houston. We made a wife.
I mean, there was so many knockoff. I mean, everything.
The teenage mutant power humans.
Yes.
Yes, the
they had-
ninjas that were painted green and shells put on their back.
Yes, and I wish someone would have got a picture of that. They had so many knockoff WWE figures; it wasn't
Yeah.
even funny.
We actually spent 15 or 20 minutes trying to determine who was who.
And then they had movies, and I'm going to use that term very loosely, but it was like they were selling the new Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, that's legit,
Why did we
right?
not buy that and try to see what it was at least?
Because I'm sure that's what it was, but I mean,
I'm sure
I
it was
have
like
HBO
recorded
Max.
to a DVR and then somehow copied to a disc.
It's not that difficult to do, for one. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what they did. They downloaded it and then they just burnt it to a disc. I mean, now there's not. I mean,
There
it
were
wasn't
authentic jukeboxes.
really.
I mean, there were.
There were quite a few weapons dealers, legit, like knives and swords and tasers.
True.
Yeah.
True. You got to be careful. You could cut yourself on some of those knives and swords.
Someone did,
And
but not on the
airsoft
blade.
Nope, on the hilt
Yes, on the decorative part of
of a sword.
a prop sword. Someone cut themselves. Not me. It's no
Nope.
one here.
I wish it would have been Halbert, but it wasn't.
No, it was not. But you know, there were also some other weapons that were for sale there.
There were.
There was a wide variety of airsoft guns.
Every stand that had, I mean, I want to say,
If you had a Slionic, you had the ability to buy an airsoft gun.
yeah, I mean,
And very,
there are quite a
very
few.
reasonably priced, might I add.
yes,
Yeah.
very. I wish
Yeah.
I would have known we were going into this part, because I would have gladly brought down the weapons in question here.
And so this is all allegedly, but
I spent, I think, a total of $14, and I personally got 2.
Oh, yeah.
No. I had to spot someone cash, because I did have cash while I was down there. So I had to spot someone cash because he wanted to buy one. But I got 2 airsoft guns. One's a little pistol, and the other one's got a pretty nice size, handgun.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone else bought a metal, very heavy, very realistic,
legitimate
pistol. It looked like 9mm, if not bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
then later on that night, allegedly somebody may have used one of those pistols to shoot Tank in the backside.
My ass.
I don't think anybody would do that.
No, not on this trip. No.
No.
I mean, even if you said the individual's name, I don't know that people would believe that Marcellus Knight had anything to do with that.
I realized upon you saying this, we left out part of our trip.
Oh, we'll get back to some.
Okay, I'm glad you knew where I was going as soon as he said it. I'm like, wait. No, first off, that is probably the most angry I've been in a very long time. Mainly because I was already in a bad mood and was not expecting said pellet to tag me in the ass crack, as it were. And when it did, I may have muttered a few choice profanities and may or may not have issued threats in a specific individu's direction.
Something got close.
May have allegedly punched a wall as well.
May have allegedly punched the wall.
Something got close to Tank's butt, and he was like,
Yeah!
he enjoyed that. But anyway, yeah. Tank.
Yeah.
But some really good came out of that, because it gave us a great idea.
Oh god.
A new version of Take on Tank.
Oh god. Are we doing this?
I think we're doing this.
The hell we are. No. I don't trust him.
We're
Not with-
not doing this
not with that
tonight. Not tonight, but
No, and not with.
here's how this will work. We'll do our version of Take on Tank, where he'll take on a guest in a series of wrestling trivia questions.
Or once we get the phone lines open, maybe he'll take on a listener.
He could take on a listener, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then here's the deal. If Tank wins, or if Tank loses, we get to shoot him at the next event in front of everybody in the backside with an airsoft gun.
Now, I will tell you first off, Tank, that it will not be the one that shot you last time.
So what do I get if I win?
If Tank wins,
You don't.
he
get shot.
chooses one of his co-hosts.
Oh, the hell
myself
he
or
does.
Halbert.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If we're gonna do
Yes.
this, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this.
Yes.
And he gets to shoot one of us in the backside at the next event.
But
Yes.
he can't pick the same one twice.
Can't
Yeah,
pick
I
the same
like
one
that idea.
twice.
That's a fair point. That's
All
a
right.
fair point.
All right.
Can I
See,
pick
I
a
got the
previous
back.
guest?
No, it's
No?
got it's going to be Halbert or I, unless the guest agrees to play along with it.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Hold on. Are we going back? I mean, if you want to go back in time, that's fine. You got 4 shots coming to you, buddy. I'll take 1 shot to your 4 if you want to go back to
Oh,
when we started
no.
this.
This starts today.
Okay,
It
'cause
starts
you're like, can I
today.
go back to a previous guest? So I thought you were wanting to start tallying up your losses then, because I'll gladly do that.
But the punishments get doled out live in front of the audience at the shows.
Wait, hold
And
on.
it will be recorded, and we will show them on our on the podcast the following.
Absolutely.
Hold on. Then if we're gonna do this, then Shane, because I have no trust in Halbert. Shane, you have to make sure that he doesn't screw with it and rig it, because I know he has.
There shall be no rigging of the game. This
I
will
have
be-
heard him say he may or may not have tilted it in somebody's favor.
Hey,
Oh, now you're making up excuses.
hey, dumbass! Everyone had the questions before you did.
See?
Yeah. Well, there
That
was
was
nothing on
just-
the line before.
that
other
was
than
the
just embarrassing
gig.
Tank.
Yeah, just making you look like a complete and total idiot.
And somehow they still got him wrong. How does that work?
No, they didn't. They got all of them right. There was one that I didn't give them all the questions because you were starting to maybe pick up on it. So we're like, let's let them get a couple wrong, and we'll just see what happens.
I knew something was amiss because I remember playing this game with you on a previous podcast.
But it was guessing wrestling themes back then. It should always be Wapo. That idiot changed everyone's arrangement for Texas. Yeah, so here's the thing. And let's go back to this. I forgot all about this. I don't know how poor Savage got down there. I'm not entirely sure. He was just there because he was supposed to be on the flight with me, and he wasn't there. And then Wapo went and changed travel arrangements for Ivan. He never showed up in Texas.
Yeah, we never saw him.
I don't know what the hell happened to Ivan. I don't
Texas had its own
But he
version,
showed up.
though.
He showed up for the venue for the 10 people in attendance, hurt somebody, and left.
Savage did or
No.
Ivan?
Oh, Ivan?
Ivan, we
Ivan.
never
Are you
saw
talking about
Ivan.
Ivan never showed up.
No, I don't know where the hell he left to come, and I don't know where the hell he was.
Do we even? Is he still alive? I assume he's alive. He's probably eating a sheep somewhere. But like,
I mean, I don't know. I can't reach him.
I don't know.
do we
We're
want
gonna
to
put-
at this point?
We're gonna. I mean, yeah, he
But
needs
let's
to.
get back to that
go
flea
after-
market. You know, there was much more there than just things to buy. There were
I know this one.
there were statues and things to look into. So let's go back and visit.
Apparently, Wapo changed his flight to the week after.
Oh,
I'm soaking sweat. This is miserable. I just, what the hell? Where are, oh my God. Look at, what is that? I have no clue what that is.
Only here in Houston would you find that.
Hey, take my picture.
Oh, go figure.
Oh my God.
Of course he would. Of course he would. Oh my goodness. It's like having a big kid with you.
Yeah, yeah.
it was cool.
He was
I
trying to
thought it
buy.
was-
He was trying to buy a lot of the toys down there too. I told him they're made with lead-based paint.
That didn't stop him.
No,
I mean, I bought one and brought it home to my kid. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent.
that's being a bad parent right there because you
I
didn't
mean-
check it for cocaine.
I maybe probably should have in hindsight, or black tar heroin.
Yeah. I mean, well, okay. So when you talk flea markets, okay. Now I grew up around in an area that had several flea markets, you know, and the flea markets that I grew up in were like old drive-in theaters. So like there was one in Peevely, Missouri, was a giant flea market. I mean, and that's what it was. It was a good chunk of the old drive-in there, and you're out in a couple hours, whatever, and there's people, usually someone there use stuff that no one wants, and I mean someone's probably got knockoffs somewhere,
Mhm.
but I mean it was nothing like what we saw here.
The
And I
zoo
mean,
we were in.
yeah, there were, and I kid you not, there were statues of like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. There
Yeah.
was random dinosaurs placed throughout the place. There were kiddie rides galore.
There was a lot of those.
I'm talking like
Couldn't keep shrapnel out of those.
no. Absolutely not.
There
Shrapnel
was
kept-
there was an actual flamingo petting zoo at one point.
I did not see that.
Not
There-
a real flamingo, but they were like
Oh, okay.
plastic flamingos. You
Plastic.
could go in, and there was a bunch of them in one section.
I missed that one apparently.
Yeah.
Um,
As you were walking down, there was literally just probably 40 of them. Just
There were
spread
lots
them
of
out.
animals for sale, different
Yeah, that
There
was
were.
weird.
and
That one was weird.
reptiles and birds and
yeah, I mean, this place was just,
It was different.
and I mean, it was. So when you're talking about hitting flea markets, I think, well, I just said a flea market. Literally, the street was full of flea markets on both sides of the road.
Yeah. And there was one 2 blocks down.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
it was,
up against these.
yeah, it was, man, something I've never experienced, and everything is cash only down there. Let me tell you,
Mhm.
if you didn't go with cash, you were screwed.
Yeah.
And
Was you willing to give them your debit card?
I mean, it was going to be the corporate card.
Well, I had no problem passing yours around, but I mean, my name wasn't on it.
I mean, again, it's the corporate card, so I don't care. Anyway, I need that back. So anyway, yeah, it was just. I mean,
It was different.
I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, I can't really even say it. I can't even get the word to express what this place looked like. I mean, it was take Soulard Market, fill it with a bunch of knockoff crap, multiply it by 10, and maybe you'll get just a fraction of what this place was.
And you had the ability to ride a live pony.
Oh yeah, yeah. One of the
next to a taco truck.
Yes, one of the flea markets had pony rides, and was it just horses and ponies? Or
I just saw horses and ponies.
I thought I saw another animal. I don't remember.
Did you go for a pony ride, Halbert?
Hell no.
We tried to get him to do it, but he refused.
Yeah.
Tank wanted to do one, but they told him no.
He exceeded the weight limit.
I mean,
he scared the horse.
The pony told him no.
I mean, I would say you're wrong, but you're not.
No. And I mean, and let me tell you, first off, I wish I would have been the size of Shrapnel, because he rode those. I mean, they had like bumper cars down there.
Yeah.
And the little carousel. I want to say there was even a little, like one of those little dragon kiddie coasters he rode. I mean, Shrapnel was.
Dude, he loved that thing. He
went on it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, he was wee.
And let me tell you, Shrapnel during the day is not Shrapnel at night, because Shrapnel at night is scary. He's an individual that I wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley. But Shrapnel during the day, he's totally different. He's cool. He likes kiddie rides. But at night, like when the sun goes down, he's a totally different person. Was there a full moon or something?
I don't know. It was very weird.
I don't know. We didn't venture outside much.
Made a difference.
Yeah, we didn't venture outside at night.
As bad as things were in Houston, there was some good that came out of it.
Man, I'm glad I had a sports bar idea.
Are we talking about this now?
Oh God! We left at the crime scene hotel, but we're going here. All right, cool.
Well, you know what's just funny, because I showed you guys the article. I looked up the name of the sports bar, and apparently there's been a series of shootings there.
Really?
Over the last couple. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is like
over
January,
the last couple
February.
years.
Yeah.
I missed that, I guess.
Oh, one was just this past year. So we found a sports bar that we all went to, and
this was we were going to we were just looking up what was close. The first one it brought us to. It was a collective hell no, we're not going in there.
I didn't even know it was a sports bar. Like we drive by this building that has like no windows, and it looks like
bars over the windows. And,
and they're like, that's a sports bar. We're like, the hell it is.
We keep driving, we keep looking, trying to get Google to give us something usable, and all of a sudden the driver looks up and says, "Look, there's a sports bar," and it looked like a legit sports bar. Now we ignored the fact that the name of it was in Spanish,
and it did have a sign that said "Gringos Welcome,"
and it was a giant sign.
Yes.
You can see it from the highway.
So we go in, and the first
by far probably my favorite part of this trip.
I don't think that's a negotiable thing.
Is that again, language is going to be a little bit of a barrier, because all ordering had to be done in Espanol, or the best you could muster to try to.
I just pointed at the menu.
What I did.
With this, and then
Google Translate.
But let me tell you, I know one word that all those chicks can understand. It was damn.
The waitresses had a very strict outfit policy.
I love the outfits that they were almost wearing.
Yeah.
I think what you meant is a very non-restrictive outfit policy.
Yeah, they could move easily in them.
Oh, yeah.
If you take Hooters and make the top skimpier and take their shorts off and hope to God they're wearing underwear, that's pretty much what we were at for, I mean, I've never been in a place that's taken me 45 minutes to get me wings and French fries, but I'll tell you what, I was not arguing one bit. They were the best wings and French fries. And mind you, I've never been in a place where it took me that long to eat 6 wings or 12 wings or whatever the hell it was and order fries.
Yeah. I think we spent more time there than we did at the hotel that day.
I think Dale spent another like $200 on the company card there too on drinks.
To be fair, nobody would blame him in this instance. Not even Halbert would blame him.
I don't even care. I'll eat the charges on that one. I don't care.
All right. Well,
Problem
guys,
was, it wasn't on food, mine was on drinks.
Houston was Houston. It's over with. But do you know what's coming up?
Right now, if we keep talking about the sports bar, probably Halbert's blood pressure.
Nope. June 6th is coming up quickly.
Are you covered up with a blankie? Is that
Yes, he has the whole show.
Yeah, right. I'm cold. I am cold. I'm wearing pants, but I'm cold.
He had to raise that blanket up after talking about the sports bar.
All right now.
Kyle felt a little something in his pants.
Hey, baby.
That sounded like Albert at the sports bar.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
The only thing we were missing there was him just going, I want to see my unit.
No, you heard
No.
more. You just heard more. Oh.
Oh.
oh, and the best part about this, and you all will back me on this one. We were there in the middle of a shift change,
Yes.
and it went from there being not a whole lot of servers there to good God, like every time you turned your head, it seemed like there was a new one.
And the
And I
word, like, we collectively tried to get a birthday bash and still got nothing. Like that is the biggest letdown of that whole thing. We couldn't get them to do anything for somebody's
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Is that all you got? Was a happy
Yeah.
birthday?
That's better than I thought you were going to get.
That's all I got.
I mean, and I'm fairly certain some of these servers worked in the strip club that was in our parking lot, our hotel's
Oh,
parking lot.
Yeah.
I bet not. I bet they weren't that.
Low class.
Jesus
I'd be
Christ.
afraid of that parking lot. Strip
So the
club.
hotel, the first one that
Oh,
someone
are we gonna
that
go
someone
there?
booked, that
Yes.
someone booked.
Yes.
I don't know who booked that one, but the first one that someone booked.
That was a Wapo.
No, that
No,
was not
no, I won't even let that one go, Wapo. No, we're not giving Wapo the blame for that one.
No, so since I was stuck with you idiots, I had to go where you idiots went to, and I mean this thing.
Looked like it was straight out of a CSI episode.
The first thing I did when I got into the room is I opened up the fridge and the
Somebody just tries
microwave.
to save the company some money and
I opened up the fridge and
be
microwave,
economic about
and we were
things.
okay because I read some sketchy ass reviews. I opened
Yeah.
up the drawer that the Bible was kept in, roaches.
3 of them.
Yes. And then we started noticing, oh, I think there's blood on the wall. Oh, there's blood on the shower. What the hell is that? And then some of the guys decided to strip the beds just to see what they look like.
Ew.
That was a terrible idea. Let me tell you, if you're staying in a hotel that's like 30, 40 bucks a night or something like that,
Don't do
just
it.
don't even bother because
You're
you
not
don't
gonna
want to
want
know. No. So there were bed bugs in these things and they were stained. Like
Blood stains on the mattress.
Tank, you could walk around wearing the same pair of boxers for a week,
And it wouldn't be as dark as those
and
were.
not have any toilet paper to wipe your butt when you drop a deuce, and those would have less stains than these beds.
You're not wrong. I hate to admit it, but you're not wrong.
Yeah,
So-
they were gross.
You
We
can
were
smell the death.
Yeah, so we were able to find a better hotel, thankfully, but it wasn't a whole lot better because, like I said, there was a strip club in the hotel parking lot
You know what else? Never mind.
that was next to a. Do you know they had
Burger King.
24-hour Burger Kings? I had no clue they
yeah,
had
how
24-hour
did you
Burger
not
Kings.
know that? There's
Because we don't have 24-hour Burger Kings here.
I do.
Well, that's because you have nothing else down there.
You're not wrong.
No, what were you
All
going to talk
right.
about, Tank? Hold on.
Remember the thing we found in the parking lot? The other thing we found in the parking lot?
The other-
It was me and I believe you and was it Magnifico?
No, that was the first hotel, Mike.
We saw a, for lack of a better term, lady of the evening.
Oh, yeah. We saw someone doing the walk of shame at
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
5 or 6 o'clock.
Like barefoot, short skirt, was trying to feed a cat. Everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I looked over and I'm like, Halbert, there you go. And he goes, no. That's when he knew it was bad.
So
anyway.
Houston, it's over.
Yes, thankfully.
Thank baby Jesus.
I will be filing my report with the AIWF as to the effectiveness of that showcase, and
Or lack thereof.
we'll move on from there.
Did everyone go get vaccinated when we got home?
For
I'd already been
tetanus, for
vaccinated.
COVID,
Tetanus,
or
everything. I went to my doctor
hepatitis.
and I said I need everything from being down there in Houston.
I did a full workup. When they asked what for, you were just like Houston.
Yes.
So
Oh.
anyway, as I was alluding to earlier, we do have a WPW event coming up
Woohoo!
Yay.
June 6th
Woo!
in Collinsville, Illinois. It's beginning our monthly Collinsville shows, first Sunday of the month, with the exception of July. We're not going to run on July 4th. But we will be back, and we have a couple of matches to talk about.
Ooh, do we?
We
Yeah, I mean, if you would show up on time, we already had this info.
Nobody sent it to me.
Pre-show rundown of
I
everything.
didn't know we had a pre-show meeting. I showed up on time. I was here at 8:30.
You need to be
Ish.
on by like 8, so that way we can talk about stuff. You moron.
My bad.
Anyway, tag team titles. Your Violators
Yes.
have a tag title match.
Yes,
They
and
have
I'm
a
not
rematch.
sure. I'm not sure how the hell this one happened, but I'm not worried about it.
Well, because they didn't win their last match against the Midwest Mercenaries.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
they didn't win their match either, so they should have started over at the bottom of the tag team ranks.
Either way, we have a rematch for the WPW tag team titles.
Ain't that right, Dale? They should start back over at the bottom of the rankings, and then
Yeah, they should.
I should just be able to handpick their opponents right now. I mean,
At
they've
this
already
point,
proved
I
that they're
want to
greatest.
see General Manager Victor Cortez come out and ban everyone from ringside for
Wait a
these
minute.
tag title
Wait a minute.
matches.
I like that idea.
I don't know how he became general manager with what he pulled back in October.
All I'm saying is I think our general manager ought to ban everybody from
biased.
ringside, and if there's any outside interference, the belts get stripped from the champions.
I like that a lot.
That's a good idea.
As somebody
never
who
gonna
has
happen.
been in the ring with the Violators a fair amount, I think that's the best thing I've heard you say, Shane.
No, then it's not going to happen. And there you go, right there, Savage. They didn't get the job done. They don't deserve another shot. So,
Well, of course, Savage would say that. He doesn't want to face him again.
but hold on, they got counted out. It was a double count out.
So
It's
did
not
the
like-
Violators.
But it's not like there's any interference from me that caused the match to end in a double count out. It ended up being a double count out because Sid's an idiot and decided to do a suicide dive and took everyone, including his own partner, out.
And including your bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I saw a whole lot of angle in this way and I took off that way. I'm not, you all can say what you want about me. I am not a stupid individual. And if I see a whole lot of man coming at me, I am not like Tank. I'm not going to run towards it. I'm going to run away.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
You just did, so it's okay. When did Sid and Jake have some then when? Yeah.
Oh no, they don't
No,
have
no, no, no.
anybody out.
No, but if anyone see, there's the thing. If someone gets involved, you said that my Violators lose the tag team titles. No. Because what if they have someone that helps them out? My Violators aren't going to get stripped. There's going to be an injunction filed so fast it's going to make your head spin.
But if somebody got involved in their favor, they wouldn't win the titles either under those stipulations. And now listen, I'm not making those stipulations. That's up to the general manager. That's just my suggestion. That's just me sitting there saying what I would like to see happen.
No, you are an idiot, so that's okay. Anyway,
Yeah, it's not like I have any kind of say or pull with the general manager or anything like that. Or
I mean, you never mind. I'm not going to touch that.
That's what she
He's like,
said.
So,
Son of a-
anyway-
shut it. Damn it, you're right.
I feel like they're trying to stack the deck against the Violators. That's what I feel like.
How do you stack the deck against 600 pounds of man?
with a manager and a head of security wielding a kendo stick ringside.
Yeah, that has assaulted an official. This guy.
You don't count.
You got one coming, Dale. Just remember
You
that.
know, I'm just saying, Dale has nothing to do with the Violators. He is out there strictly as my bodyguard and my protection out there.
So you need 900 pounds of man meat to protect you, Halbert?
No, the Violators are fighting champions. So they're in there doing, I don't know, wrestling and defending their tag titles. And I'm not going to stay out there defenseless. Are you stupid? Yeah, there you go. Ivan and
Any team that
Sounds
is
like you're
not.
afraid of the mercenaries.
I was going to say, Savage. That sounds like
they just don't deserve another shot. Let's get. Well, I mean, what are we doing? We just giving shots to anyone that wants to bitch and moan to the board. I mean, is that what we're doing?
How about the team that came the closest to dethroning the Violators, and that would be the Midwest
Shrapnel needs to
Mercenaries.
find a partner. I think he deserves a title shot.
Yeah, let's
Shrapnel's got a partner in CJ Shine.
I mean, I would be okay with the Violators going up against them again. I mean, they had
they had the victory in hand when things got interfered with.
Oh, you mean when I slapped the taste out of Tank's mouth twice?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have another title match that's being announced. The winner of the William J. Talley Memorial Rumble, Xavier Frost, is taking advantage of his win, and this Sunday the 6th, he will take on new champion Curtis Payne.
Whoopity-doo!
Alrighty then. That's an interesting match.
The best thing we're going to see from here is hopefully Damian Blade gets involved like he did at the end of the Rumble. Lights went out. Damian Blade shows up. I mean, there was almost Frost and him almost went to blows, and then lights went out again, and Blade was gone. So, I mean, there's probably maybe still bad blood between those two from years and years ago. And
there's bad blood there. If Damian Blade does show up, are you going to see PT Beckham show up?
I mean, where there's one, there's another. Under Victor Cortez's general managership, I mean, all hell's already broken loose at the last show. So might as well. I mean, hey, come one, come all. I mean, everyone gets a shot in the ring and gets to beat up our superstars. I mean, I would never allow it. But I mean, hey, everyone to go, oh, let's give Victor Cortez a shot.
No. You got fired.
Yeah, it was a little different. You didn't just get removed. You literally got fired and carried out of the building.
Yeah,
but yet I'm still here. So keep flapping your jaw there, Toothless.
Again, due to Cortez's interference.
Yeah.
And then no DQ match.
Yeah. Says the guy who cracked me in the back of the head with a kendo stick.
Are you over that yet?
No. And I won't be until you get your payback.
I'm going to find the video of that, because also in that match, the Escape from Skull Canyon match, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you go find Larry Wolf's video of that match, at about the 27-minute mark, Johnny Rocco takes a mallet, swings it, and the top of the mallet flies off and hits Tank right in where his jewel should be. And it is hilarious, and it doesn't matter. The more you watch it, the funnier it is.
I heavily disagree with all of that sentence.
We all have laughed at that, and you know it.
Gentlemen, it's about that time.
Yes.
Tank, put your pants back on. All right.
Put your clothes back on.
Because we don't have to go back down to Houston. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the music that was playing as we rolled back into town. Anyway, we have sponsors that help pay some of the bills around here, and let's go ahead and talk about some of them. Hey, if you are a significant other, your wife, your girlfriend, your wife and your girlfriend both like jewelry, hey, we got Paparazzi Jewelry, the Duke and Duchess of Bling, $5 jewelry. It all looks kind of, I don't know, fancy. I don't know. My wife wears it, and I'm like, hey, how much did that put me back? She's like, oh, $5. Oh, that's wonderful, because that doesn't look like a $5 ring or necklace and earrings and all that. But anyway, hey, you know what? You screwed up Mother's Day. You probably screwed up something else. Why don't you hit them up? Maybe make it up to her. Make it look like you spent a couple $100 on some jewelry when really you're cheapskate and spent like $50. All right. Hey, and then to go with that ring that you bought her, why don't you get her nails did? That's right. Cindy's Glamorous Nails, Color Street Nails, the nail strip thingies. They're great. It's cheaper than the pedicure. You don't have to smell it from her painting her nails. And she thinks that she's going to look like $1 million with cheap jewelry and, inexpensive jewelry and nail polish stuff. It's fantastic. And then because you stink, because you ate Mexican food from Houston and you've been breaking wind all the time, like Shane has, your house stinks. So we've got a fix for that too. Hit up Sarah Lopez and her Scentsy sales. They're the wax warmers. If you like a certain scent, fruits, flowers, trees, Kyla, Tank, I know you don't know what this is, but Fresh Clean Laundry, she's got a scent for you. So, I mean, you can make your house go from smelling like what Tank looks like to fantabulous, let me tell you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. So, if you want to hit up any of those sponsors, hit us up and we will put you in touch with our sponsors. So, for the best bodyguard in the world, Dale Winchester. For the ugliest referee in the world, Sherman Tank. And the most useless person on the show, Shane Jones. I am the voice of WPW, Jason Hubbard, signing off. We will see you again next time.